tactic. And we also found that that was highly linked to positive performance metrics. And although we're not showing those metrics here, we have another slide on it a bit later. We asked about, decreasing lost time, increasing productivity, et cetera. Of course, some employers can track metrics and some can't. But when the leave management function was centralized, we saw a high correlation to having those positive metrics. So here we shared for you the breakout by employer size, and then just wanted to comment when there's a lower level of centralization, it had to do with some companies, again, really related to the unions, that they may have a combination centralized and decentralized approach, meaning they were able to centralize across much of the organization but not the entire organization, which sometimes can happen the larger the employer gets. So the next piece of advice is to consider outsourcing. Now, this we found to be most particularly if you don't have the internal staff and systems to support it, which we saw themes of that throughout the survey. Of course, there are employers out there that have developed their own teams and resources and expertise that have more of a luxury of keeping it in-house, but that's not typically the norm. And what we saw with outsourcing is the leave, of all the leave types that Marcia mentioned at the beginning, we've been through each one of them and asked how respondents were handling them. The highest degree of outsourcing was with federal FMLA at 38%, followed by just a slightly lower percent for state family and medical leaves, then state mandated leaves, and USERRA military leaves. And here, I would call these the most mature leave types, meaning they're